5, 4. Oh, wait, I have the mic actually ready. Or out, rather. Hello, and welcome back to Coffee Talk, the coziest little game of this side of the industry. I should have used that for part 1. I should have said that for part 1. I could have been a good opener if I turned these streams into highlights, but whatever, I guess. Anyway, welcome back. This might be the final part of, well, Coffee Talk, but I'm not sure yet. Either way, we'll wait and see, but currently we are on day, I want to say 9. So let's just begin and get on with it. Welcome. Good evening, sir. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division, or FIRE for short. How may I help you? We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. I'm sure you do, man. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be alien in nature? I don't think so. But what should I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We're not 100% sure, but according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. That's a pretty eye-catching outfit. You think an illegal alien would try to blend in a bit better, right? To avoid detention, you know? That is a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility. But we have been rushing around after false testimonies. They are superior creatures after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. Through a website? Why not through like a number or something? You don't want to drink anything before leaving? We're good. Take care on your way. Spoilers, that is the only time we see that character in air quotes right there. Phew. You really need to be careful, more careful here. Huh? Ah, squishy! So I try to do it every time. Good evening, Lunar. Yo. Hello, Miss Aqua, Miss Myrtle. Myrtle? I guess it doesn't matter. I'll pronounce it differently as we go along anyway. Have you both been somewhere together? We've had to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first? Nah, you go first. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? A cup of green tea with a lot of mint. Surely that implies it's just tea, mint, right? Oh, I have a green tea, mint. Marrakech? Marrakech. I'm gonna go with Marrakech on that one, but yeah, this should be the drink order. Your drink's ready. Ooh, this looks really fresh. I call this Marrakech, inspired by its origin. Marrakech in Morocco? I heard the people there really love tea. Let's give it a try then. Oh my. It's warm but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. Is it? I actually didn't know that. How about you, Miss Myrtle? Do you want to order it the right way? Sure. I'll have the tertalic. Tertalic. Have we made that already? No, we haven't. I don't think so. Tertalic. My apologies once again for if I am butchering these names. I am not cultured at all. I've never left my resident home of England ever. So my apologies. I'm actually going to look this one up. I know this is pretty unprofessional of me to do, like I was doing part 2. Most likely doing part 1, but now that I'm listening to the ambience, the rain in the background, it is a bit overpowering, isn't it? So we were on day 9. Okay, at least you get a chance to listen to the absolutely wonderful music. Interesting. Oh, it's just TT milk. Of course it is. I should probably put that on silent thinking about it. TT milk. How would that work IRL? Is that just like you build 2 bags at once and then you just add the milk? Is that it? Sorry, again, uncultured swine here. So, here's your totality. Huh? Is there anything wrong? No. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is really authentic. Just like the totality you get in Southeast Asia. Thanks, Car. Appreciate it. Thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make it? I travelled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. So you learned about it in Malaysia? Yes, I'm from videos on the internet. Yeah, that's actually a thing about the game as well. One of the devs actually travelled around a number of countries in the world. Without the information right in front of me, it's hard to actually put into words. But with how authentic the drinks look and like the ingredients themselves, and it names too, like yeah, those are thanks Microsoft Awards, appreciate it. Sorry. Yeah, it's because they travelled around the world IRL, so you know, and that's really cool. So, how are things going on in the office? As usual, tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress and we'll probably be stuck on for a while. I'm glad I can be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact on the directors, as directors is. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. That crunch culture, it's rough. I couldn't imagine being in that position, and I feel just so. I have so much sympathy and empathy for people in that position too. Oh. I want to say please don't forget to rest, but I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and the team. Ha! As if those executives care about us. Yeah, that's usually the case. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know that optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. Yeah. We'll stay longer in the office anyway, because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. Yeah, it's one of those mental traps. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you, or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. For guilt is something that also bothers me a lot, even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. And you know what makes it worse? I don't understand the industry, but it still saddens me to realise that my favourite series was born out of such sacrifice. Yeah, that's unfortunately the case with a lot of games too. Like the most recent or most prolific case I remember of this was Cyberpunk 2077, where I think Project Red said something about not incorporating crunch culture, but then did so anyway, and then just it was super hard on the devs as well. Like I remember that whole controversy at the time. That's the most recent one I remember anyway, which was back in 2020. So who's to say there haven't been more instances since? I'm sorry I really moved for everyone. Don't worry about that, bro. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation, healthcare bonuses and so on. There's a lot more than most companies give you nowadays. And we're already used to this, so don't worry about me, okay? Getting used to an unhealthy working conditions should be a norm. Exactly. Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year. Max West, that's great. Max West. I've never actually been to a game convention, like any convention at all. I mean, I said earlier, I've never even left There are people left the UK, England, but actually that's wrong, technically. So I've been up to Scotland once, but that's neither here or there. That's really good news. Congrats. Thank you. So, what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Why? Confirm it. Fast. Before I give you a spot to another indie. Hey, I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for indies. That's good then. And the event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. It's too close to home. You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of your game's quality. If I'm not mistaken. The judges are usually prolific people in the industry. And also senior journalists. I know. But I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional. And faster people will be visiting next. Expecting full-metal conflict and other bigger games. Every game has its own market, you know. And you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Game was stupid. It depends on the, No, I'm not touching that one. What if some haters visit the booth? Okay, this is where I'm gonna, like, go a bit, like, critical. I wouldn't necessarily use the language haters in a sentence, alright? It's been so, like, forced down our throats in recent years that to hear it at all in any context, it just feels kind of, I hate using this word too, cringe. What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me? That's not gonna happen. It's Lexco, not the internet. True. People are way nicer in real life. True. Even after all that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event. That one is a problem, yeah. Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight, showing my baby to the public, I just can't imagine the horror. Meeting people is just enough for me to, like, say, the night previous, I could be ready to just go out somewhere and just do something, but come morning, oftentimes, I usually back down because I'm just that afraid of, like, talking to people, just socializing. That's okay with friends, obviously. That's a different story. Those are people I've come to know over a long period of time, and I value them greatly for that, and among other reasons. But you know, I guess my anxiety or social anxiety has gotten worse in recent years or just recent times. I guess partly thanks to the pandemic. Although I don't personally think the pandemic had such a huge impact on me compared to others. I'm getting way off topic here, just back to coffee talk. You know what? Huh? So far, my schedule is pretty empty. If things stay this way until max, I'll come with you. Yeah? I'm not doing that. No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free then, you shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something. Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my league to skip this year. But, I'm coming with you. Oh, jeez. Whether you like it or not. Okay. Good. Sigma energy. Now, what are you going to do to show the game on? I have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the expert build ready? Expert build? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? That's the plan. Don't. I can give you the guidelines of what to have for the expert build. Do you have the game with you now? Yeah, it's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want. How is the entire build of a game just on your phone? Like, I guess that is possible if you, there's like, there are plenty of like indie games that are like relatively small in like install size or whatever. Say around like 400 megs, for example. I can't think of a game off the top of my head that comes around there, but You get the idea. So I guess you could periodically put it on your phone. I don't know. I got like 5 gigs max on my phone, so do so. Okay. Granted, my phone's from 2016. I need to upgrade it back, but got it. Now let's see. Hello, that took a while. Hello, Mr. Crab. Hi, Lunar. What's wrong? It's actually been a few days since we sim look out at this point. I think she's showing up on day 4. Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. I'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Coachella next week. Coachella. They're still adding new performers? Yeah, you might say that those around... I need to read that again. Okay. Yeah. You might say that those announced this later are backups. Oh, oof. That's a... Oh. But it's still the biggest festival. That's me. But it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yes. Oh, my apologies. I'm excited for it. I'm never used to talking this much. Which is why I usually get all like coffee. Yeah, coffee talk. I'm never gonna make that joke ever again. I think I should celebrate with a special drink, something sweet. What do you want to order? What's a... She gives me like VTuber energy. I guess a VTuber and an idol are kind of like similar kind of things. I don't know, what's the last... What's a... I don't know. A sweet hot chocolate. Sweet hot... I guess that's just chocolate, right? No. Hang on. That is... Surely that's not just chocolate, right? Is there such thing as a white hot chocolate? Dark hot... No, of course. It's just the same bloody thing, you idiot. Oh, it's chocolate honey milk. A chocolate bean miracle. Milk. Screw it, you'll see it when it's... Chocolate honey milk. Yeah, chocolate bean milky. Actually, it does sound pretty good. Hot chocolate milk and honey. I should try that. Too bad I am lactose intolerant. Screw me, I guess. Nah, it's never bothered me before. I was shameful of it. Here's your drink. Although I should probably like... Anyway. Oh, it looks very pretty. And it's warm and sweet. I love it. God, I do really want that now. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. Thanks. Thanks, Microsoft. Please, stop. Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play the game. Don't want to make them wait too long. That makes sense. If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. No. Dad? What are you doing here? What's a VTuber energy I could channel? Iron Mouse, maybe? That's a bit too chaotic for me. After what you did at the studio this evening? I was worried. I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio. So I thought you'd be here. But we cannot just limit ourselves to this place. And now you're causing another ruckus. We're sorry, Lunar. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Well, anyway, I better order something. What are you having? What would you recommend? Might suggest a cover of Spanish Sahara. Oh, what is that? It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Sounds delicious. I'll take the Spanish Sahara. Milk's usually the final one to add, so... Unless it was actually milk first. You bloody idiot, of course it was! Chocolate milk ginger, try again. My guy, I even said it, like, in text. I just still... No. Oh! Sorry, I reacted then because the music was playing. Which, besides myself, I can't remember what it's called right now. Tender Hearted, yes, my absolute favourite piece in this game. It's probably played once or twice up until this point, but either way, I love this piece so much. Your drink is ready, sir. My. This is amazing. Glad you liked it. Dad. Yes? Please just go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. I know Morris. He's not a good person. The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name. Managed a lot of stars so they become superstars. I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. First you're afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now you're afraid of the industry too. What's next? You lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing? You're just too young to understand. Oh boy. Then make me understand. Because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Did you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years. But you learned nothing. Wait a minute. No, it adds up. Not even how to talk to your own daughter. Raquel, I'm sorry. But I'm trying, okay? Try harder! Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. I know. But give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn. But I am learning. Or, you know, I can return to the industry. I can try to be your manager. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. I told you, I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I need to figure out. But it doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris? I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the highest of his career now. Highest? Height, my apologies. You can tell I don't do much reading aloud. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now, please go home. Relax. I don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. It's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to be home? I don't know. I'll be staying at a hotel in Leyden with the label provided. But that's... See you, Dad. Wait, Raquel. Whew, that's a bit rough, you know? I've been in this situation personally where, like, there's been a disagreement between me and my parents about what I want to do in my future, but I can definitely empathise with those who have been in that situation. Excuse me for a moment. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, there was one time, but luckily it never went too far. I'm sorry about what just happened. You don't have to apologise. Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway. What? You didn't hear the argument, Meryl? Of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely. Especially when it's an argument like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead? Noise. No, I was listening. I made notes. See? You didn't even realise. But you were capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. Yo, Lunar, we're leaving. Hope you have a good time. Thank you for your drinks, as usual. Please, take care on your way home. Ew, squishy! I'm gonna hold myself to it. I'm gonna do it every time. I guess that's all for it. Oh, you're back, Mr. Andrew. Are you alright, sir? Sir? Oh. Yes, yes. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Raquel? No. I lost her. I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm sure she's alright. I hope you're right. By the way, pardon me for asking. Yes? Throughout your arguments with Miss Raquel, something kept bugging me. What's that? Why did you leave the music industry? Now that's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me if that makes you comfortable. Oh, no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s, and they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I almost read that as settle down. I wanted a peaceful life. I didn't find peace managing girl bands. Oh, gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it's good. But what hit me the hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. Ugh, yeah. The teenage girls especially, they were crazy about their idols. To the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families. And the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. It's before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even a target of abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep by then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. What do you do for a living now? After we got married, my wife and I opened this record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, but they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry. They visit my place from time to time, and we all meet up at least once a year. Usually, it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. Are you going to be alright by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people. See you later, Lunar. And sorry for bringing our fight to your place. Don't worry about it. Alright then. Goodbye. That whole thing about the dark sides of the entertainment industry, it's one hell of a rabbit hole. I'll say that much. From my surface level knowledge, anyway. Yeah, it's frankly tragic how... I mentioned it earlier, kind of, well, in part 2 anyway, how like, oh, what was it specifically? Something about child actors getting taken advantage of. I don't remember how that came up, but yeah, it's kind of one of the instances of the dark sides. Thursday, October 1st, 2020. Finally into October. Raquel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Gil Nyman and Maruki Harukami to collaborate for a new IP. I think that's supposed to be Neil Gaiman and Haruki Murakami. And those names sound extremely familiar, especially Neil Gaiman. Or Gaiman, I'm not entirely sure, sorry about that. And Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. And there's that classic me and the girl running sound for all the things to reference. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There's definitely something that you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Excuse me, what? Is it possible? Is it possible for us to work here? What? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. If there's not mind to learn, you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we have learned, we learned them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding and finding a jeez. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job. If you get it, yeah, it's let me think the server. Oh, voice crack. Let me think the server, if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh, no. We are sorry for our spontaneity. But it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. The awkward silence. Okay. Thank you. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you'll give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Non-verbal signs? Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking, or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that much. Well, that's basically all we need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron though, to help keep your suit clean, and to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation, but it will make you look more legit for the job. That is a very Earthling thing to do. It is. Alright, then. Are you ready for this? We are. Our body is ready. Okay, let's start the night. Welcome. Holy wow! What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey Lunar, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight, and I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. Ha! It's not that. Neil is just helping out. You never look like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we're actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about our Earthlings how Earthlings communicate. Current objective, breed. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. You will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you could be my next story. I could write an article about your work here. Freya. If I still need to write for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher up? In the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift. and the higher-up mentioned our counter to her. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realised immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. Wow, talk about just putting all your eggs in one basket, huh? We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Ray, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? If you're allowed to do that, we will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So, what do you want to drink, Miss Ray? Your favourite. Our favourite? Yes, the Milky Way. Anything. I trust you with the decision. I don't actually think this one matters. But, usually, I think I serve the... where are we? This is day 10. Yeah, thank you, Microsoft. That's not going to show up on stream, but Microsoft rewards points keeps popping up. That's 3 times it's done at this point. It's really starting to take me off. Yeah, we're on day 10. No. So the correct answer here is to serve what's called black magic, which is coffee, mint, and honey. If you're actually, like, going through the game, though... Like, say if you go... okay, yeah, no, you'll need that for 100%. Which, to clarify, we're not going for 100% in this. Because for that, you'll need to play through the game twice. And I honestly don't feel like doing that. I'm really sorry. Mostly because it's not overly necessary. I feel like you'll get all you need from the first playthrough. The second playthrough for the just has a few like unique pieces of dialogue, which makes sense in hindsight. I'll just tell you that much. Following a certain thing that happens, but they're not like overly necessary to actually see. So yeah. What was the ingredients again? Was it coffee, mint, honey? Yeah, it was. Jeez, my memory is just awful. Like, unless I do it immediately. Oh, sorry about that. Unless I do something immediately, it's just gone. It's like when I come up with an idea for a video. If I do not write it down immediately, I am 100% bound to forget it. And then it's just a matter of whether I do remember it eventually or not. Right, coffee, mint, honey. Okay, that was the we selected the green tea bags and coffee, mint, honey. There we go. I'm still thinking about the Chocobi Miraku. I really want to try that. Here is your drink, especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is going to brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks, but today I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? Why your place only serves hot drinks, but I might have an idea why. I guess it turned out cold then. I don't know why it took me a second to think about that. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the stats. The stats. Yeah, I guess that's what they are actually. Never mind. I could prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. If I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds doable, even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Rare. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just Neil. Freya wasn't serious about refusing herself with coffee. Oh, we are glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. Ah, we have heard about that term. It's still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number, but full time, I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. Oh, that is beyond me. Wow, I didn't tell you that much. I can't do that. Maybe I could, like, if I really put my mind to it. No, definitely, I absolutely could. But I haven't been able to do that recently much. That's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. Ah, yeah. Bit of behind the scenes here. Whenever I'm writing scripts, for example, it's more like it's descriptive writing than it is narrative, which makes it a little easier. Whatever I write down, I usually don't edit too much. So say I won't have like 5 drafts afterwards. What I usually have, I'll edit from draft 1. So basically, I'll just keep going back to it. And you may sound, by saying that, it may seem like it might become a mess, but no, like it's actually really, it's really easy to deal with. Because if you're writing draft after draft after draft, I feel like that's the easiest way to like stifle your creativity. In a sense that you are basically writing the premise of what you want to get across over and over again, but just slightly differently each time. And even though it is slightly different each time, you're still writing it, the basic premise, over and over again. So yeah, anyway. I don't know what I was trying to get across there, but either way. According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That's just pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GOA Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires one thing. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yup. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand, from languages to arts. Right again. But you're not wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge by a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. I would personally disagree with that. It mostly because, okay, so I very much work on the the quality over quantity mindset. But that's not to say like I won't. But that's not like an excuse for me to do as little as possible on something, you know. But at the end of the day, for me, it's not about how much I'm writing. Say, look, to put it in like a YouTube perspective, it doesn't matter whether the video is 5 minutes. It doesn't matter whether it's half hour, for example. Like, whatever the word count in there, say if it's a scripted video, it doesn't matter a whole deal, because what matters most is what's being said, what you're trying to get across, what message, what story you want to tell. The actual quality of the writing matters, not the quantity. So yeah, you know. So it's still a valid parameter, definitely. Cool. That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something there. Oh, another guest. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. I don't actually know on this one. She is vague on this one. I think it might just be coffee with ginger though. Yeah, it is. It actually is. Coffee ginger. Alright. Jatubrook? Again, it's like that one earlier, where it was like TT milk. Where I guess you would just like add double the coffee and then I'm not really sure. Again, I'm very much uncultured. Your order is ready. Not bad. Thanks. You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Neil, some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that has definitely seemed to fit Miss Myrtle's presence here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Ah? Pardon us. I was just training Neil on how to talk with customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid? Oh. No, we are not. We're tasked with learning how earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen. Which essentially is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try. Step by step. One step is all it takes. Sorry. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know that you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... She slapped that. Squishy! Ew! I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? That's actually really awkward to read. I really told him Bristol Cola Cops when he said he was going to be here, going to breed here. Sorry, that took me way longer than it should have. But like, text when it's written like that really hurts. Where's Luna? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. You feeling better now? Yes. Of course, it just takes the Sprite of a mug. Coffee cup, rather. No. A cup doesn't have a handle. A mug does. Maybe I'm not actually right with that definition. I'm sorry. It is all right, Miss Aqua. Everyone is surprised to see me here. I'm trying to think. Now, my memory's pretty awful. I don't think Neil's actually met Aqua. What are you doing here anyway? I guess she actually has. I'm just... Was she? Oh, yeah, she was. Like, it was on the first day when Aqua walked in. Neil also just happened to be there, I think. We're starting to think that we may need to make a recording for the answer to this question. You don't have to tab if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It's time for our break anyway. So, here's the deal. I like how he just places his hands on the desk. Kind of reminds me of what is it in particular? Where's my... No, that's not the one. Say like he's got a knife and fork in either hand. It's just, where's my burrito? I don't think it's that one though. Yeah, you can probably whatever. But whatever. That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Lunar. It's nothing, really. But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start, but we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella. The awkward silence. What? What are you going to do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided the event would be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. But didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best bet you've had since you got here. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So our discussion with Nurse Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? It's nothing. We're just friends, you know. We just want to hang out and talk about work. We both work in the same field, remember? Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander. So I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today, I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first. So I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. But, wait. If you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How did you even pick up on that anyway? I didn't even notice that. Hang on. Oh my god, yeah, it does. Yeah, oh my god, wow, granted, I've seen this interaction like a number of times now, but I've never actually like seen it actually. How would you? I think that's maybe the first thing. There's something more going on here, you know. Anyway, yeah, you can use that to catch up with dialogue. By the way, I've never mentioned that until now. Most because I never needs to actually do anything about it. It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game? There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix. But players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI/UX? User interface and user... I don't know what UX is. User... No, I'm not sure about that one. It must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removes some of the weight on my chest. Just to replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. If I can't finish this draft in time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'll even more done. I'm so sorry. Wow, I'm even more done. Doubly done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya. But please, be more confident. I'm starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, you know. After our first meeting, I subscribed to Evening Whispers app. And then I read some of your stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know. Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through, it's more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine. Oh, you don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. I haven't heard that one in ages. Sharing is caring. Is that a My Little Pony thing? I don't know where that originates from. Okay, okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I am really sorry. I know, I said thanks already, right? But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that. Ugh, Aqua, I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kinda get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me. What's your problem? Burnout. Oh, burnout's the main enemy of creativity. The number one enemy, if you will. The main nemesis, main antagonist. I'll go with that one. The main antagonist of creativity. I've been working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office knows about it, and those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes, God, that's better than most development cycles. I'll tell you that much. Actually, like you see the Call of Duty development cycle where there used to be a game every year, but usually they're handled by separate developers, and they each get their own 2-year development cycle. So, like, it kind of happens like, 1 year it's one dev team, the next is the other dev team, and then the year after that loops back around to the first dev team I mentioned, and there you go. And some people don't actually realise that, and that's kind of fair enough considering how the COD games are usually received, but nevertheless, I don't really work on them, not directly. So what do you work on? A secret project. I'll tell you under NDA, okay? Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP. Or worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? That's what I thought, at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write. Relatable? For years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pictures. Dozens of them. Hundreds. Thousands. I doubt that. Out of almost countless pictures, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai, that's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years? Sometimes our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks were considered the 7 samurai. I guess, yeah. By the way, Marissa, I just realised. What? Usually developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less, yeah. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burned out. I love that little animation Aqua does. Yes, that's why. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you'll do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You'll take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off. But where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will? The hell was that? I swear I heard a door go. Anyway. Sorry about that. I'm going with you for this long weekend / vacation. Who actually says a slash? I suppose I do. Never mind. What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey! Okay. But I can do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua. You look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now. I'm prepared for our getaway. I'll come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk together to the bus stop just like last time. Oh. Okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care of that. May you find joy during your vacation. Yeah, squishy! Okay, see you folks later. It's Neil Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Fred. I know, but not now. I've got to finish this draft first. As we have said before, yeah, there it is. You can do it, Miss Fred. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. What? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please, take your time. You sure? Do you want another drink to be going on with? Still in the house? I definitely won't say no. Gingerbread coffee, sweetened with brown sugar to satisfy the Cookie Monster. Oh man, that reminds me. I was out one time, not just maybe just a few weeks ago. Just meeting someone, and we went to this like really nice, like really quaint cafe. It was just a joy to be in, and you could have from there I could have ordered a gingerbread coffee, but I didn't. I passed on it because I was just too anxious to actually do it. Because it was my first time meeting that person in person. I don't know, I guess my nerves just kicked in. It's like, okay, just shut myself down, and just focus on this. And, oh man, I'm so sad I passed up the opportunity, but like, the place is still there. I can still go anytime I want, but either way. My phone just went off, notification-wise. Let me see. Absolutely nothing. What a surprise. Oh, I should turn off notifications to Twitter at this point. Ow! I barely use Twitter on my phone anymore. I can just uninstall it. Another addition to Even Whispers. New healthier furry... I read it as furry again. New healthier fury sedative might be available sooner. Action renegade rising hell, blamed for violence in school. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. The Evening Whispers... That's a typo. That's a typo. Oh my god. There's two S's there, but it should only be one. You can see that right up here. There's only one S at the end. Wow. Okay. I mean, I'll let it slide. Obviously. I mean, it's about to happen, but wow. It's with people with strictly gun laws. It's just a nightmare that happens. Welcome. Oh, it's Bailey's. Good evening, Mr. Bailey's. Evening. Am I the first customer tonight? You are. That's new. Oh, wait a minute. Bailey's probably has the weirdest looking sprite model. I don't know, maybe it's the ears. Or how the ears look in the sprite specifically. Freya's not here. She said she's coming late tonight. Got something to do with meeting some fellow writer friends. Why not do it here? Sorry about that, I got distracted again. There's one moment here. Yeah, this might take a little while. I just bear with me a second. Sorry about it. Again, Microsoft, thank you, but I've seen it like 4 times at this point. Out the way. I'm so sorry about this, folks. This is very unprofessional. But like I said before, I'm not a professional streamer. Far from it. I'm a professional YouTuber. That's a stretch. Oh, it's just a wind banging my door. Okay. Anyway. Ooh. Oh, that's tangled. Ah, it didn't realize me that far tangled up. Okay. So, anyway, breaking the immersion. It's her favourite place, right? Her friends have visited this place from time to time, just not as much as her. Writers gathering, huh? I wonder what writers talk about when they're hanging out. I've known them for some years now. She has this habit, you know. If she said they're friends, it means they're just hanging out normally. But if she said they're writer friends, they're probably talking about work. Either giving each other feedback on their latest drafts, or sharing and validating ideas. Interesting. They even use code words for meeting up. Oh, it's not like that. She doesn't even realise that that's what she says. I just picked up on it. That's even more interesting. Are you always so observant? It's part of the job. Why is that? People come here every day. Some of them aren't as talkative as others, but their body language can be loud and clear. It can tell you a lot of things, whether they need a friendly ear or just want to be alone. It applies to what they're ordering as well, because, you know, sometimes what people want is not what they need. That's deeper than I would have thought. So, what are you reading from me now? I won't say. Why? That would break the charm. How was that? I guess I can say this much. Whatever I say or do to our customers, it's always related to what I'm getting from their body language. Including our interaction now? Man, now I see why you didn't want to share. Even though it was enough to make me feel like I'm naked in front of you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything. What are you having tonight? Hot chocolate. We have ginger and cinnamon. I heard that's a good drink for a bitter heart. I assume that's just chocolate, ginger, cinnamon. Chocolate, ginger, cinnamon. If it's not, we'll just switch to cinnamon and ginger. Yep, it's even called bitter heart. That's great. Here you go. You're a pretty romantic person, huh? Spending extra time decorating this drink. Only for special people and special drinks. Say, Lunar, tell me about yourself. What do you want? What do you want to know? Anything. How old are you? Old enough to open a coffee shop? Oh man. I guess I shouldn't say sorry for asking that. It's alright. But that's the only answer I can give. Now you're making me wonder. What should I ask next? Oh, hello! You look like a wreck. Hello, everyone. Why do you both look at me like that? Freya, you look horrible. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to echo our dear barista. Yeah, you do. What happened? You better be asking what didn't happen. Because the answer would be proper sleep. And decent progress on my draft. The proper sleep, what I can relate to, like, wholeheartedly. You need to rest. I missed my deadline? Hell no. Sorry, Baileys. I won't be able to keep you company. Because I have to finish this thing. And for that, I need a whole hell of a lot of espresso. Are you sure about that? You really should just rest. Get someone to help you sleep. Espresso! Please. You actually have two options here. Neither one is objectively correct. But whichever one you serve here, you will need to serve the opposite on the second playthrough. And the ones you can choose from, well, okay, well, here's the thing. Even though she's asking for an espresso, which you can serve her, that is the actual... Okay, ignore what I was saying about there not being an objectively correct answer. Because there is one. But see, you can give her the espresso. But because of that, you won't get certain results in the ending, if that makes any sense at all. The actual right drink to server is appropriately called the bed chamber, which is milk, cinnamon, and honey. And yeah, you're supposed to purposely give her the wrong drink here, even though up until this point, your objective has been, you know, to give the right drink. Milk, cinnamon, honey. Okay. Anyway, it's kind of like an interesting wrench to works, you know. Something unique to throw in there. It's even got little Z's in there. I love how it's called a bed chamber as well. It sounds violent. Here you go. What the hell, dude? This isn't even coffee. Drink. But this isn't what... Drink. Okay. It's on the house. It better be. She's an absolute mess. How was the meeting? Yeah, it was pretty good. I got a lot of good advice. But that also means things, and not a small number of them, mind you, need to be written. Oh. It's not that bad. Rewriting is part of the process. It's just that. I'm going to my usual journal. Although, thanks to your drink, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to stay awake or not. She looks horrible. You can say that again. She does. But don't worry about her. She'll finish it. This isn't the first time she's acted like this. No. But this time, the stakes are pretty high. So, what brings you here today? I'm not even sure myself. I had no plan tonight, and this place just came to mind. Out of the blue. I'll have to ask. I'll have to thank your subconscious, then. I guess you should. What is that? Oh, it's Lunar. I'm gonna pronounce her name 3 different ways in one go. Not sure whether I should thank it or not, though. Hi, Lunar. Hi, Baileys. It's been a while since we've seen Lunar, hasn't it? How? No, you first. I'm not gonna. I was just going to ask, how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. How about you? I'm good, yeah. The awkward stench of a bygone relationship, but where you still want to be friends, you know? I think I need to order something first. Oh, of course. Go ahead. Hi, Lunar. What are you having this evening, Miss Lunar? I always call it Meryl, then. Gingerbread coffee, please. I'm pretty sure that's, I just need to double check that. There it is. We saw it on one of the loading screens. Actually, I think we saw the loading screen into this night because I was talking about it. Yeah, we did. I think it's coffee, milk, ginger, coffee, ginger, cinnamon. Never mind. Coffee, ginger, cinnamon. I still regret not going for that gingerbread coffee. Gingerbread latte, rather. I know. I'm pretty much going back at this point saying I don't like coffee, but I would have made an exception just to try it, you know. Here it is. Thank you. Even though I am lactose intolerant and celiac, which, you know, my life sucks. But anyway, my grandma used to make this drink for me. It reminds me so much of her. It reminds me of when I was growing up with my family. And that is a sharp stab in his direction. How's work? It's going pretty okay. You? I'm not taking any jobs on at the moment. Because, well, you know. Yeah, I get it. You have enough for your savings, right? That's a very Lunar thing to ask. But yeah, I do. Thanks to that last annoying job. It went well in the end. It kinda did. They paid me on time at least. And the pay was amazing. How long you plan to take a break for? I don't know. Until my problems are settled, I guess. And what problems are those? Oof. I'll tell you this. But don't tell anyone, okay? Not even Lunar, who's standing in front of us. Not even Lunar. When he faces forward, it's so terrifying. It's kind of like those cursed images of front-facing Simpsons characters. I guess not to that extent, I suppose, but it's definitely up there. Okay. So there's this girl. I love her. We've been going out for a few years, but I'm not really sure where we stand now. How can you not be sure? We had an argument about a week ago. It wasn't anything new. But somehow, things escalated uncontrollably. Uncontrollable again. It's like the trigger words I have for Planet, where my mind immediately goes to Black Tar from Chronicles X. Like anywhere I hear or see uncontrollable or uncontrollably or variations of it, my mind will go to uncontrollable from Chronicles X. Perhaps I should replay Chronicles X. Maybe I have plans to. Perhaps I do. No official word on that though. Why is that? I assume both of us were just tired, knowing that we're fighting against centuries of tradition. We haven't really talked since our last fight. Leaving things unresolved is not a good idea, but I can't bring myself to start the conversation. Why? Even I'm not sure about that. Pride, maybe. Or tiredness. Or knowing that chances are we won't be able to find the best solution for everyone anyway. Baileys, I have a question. Go ahead. What do you think she's feeling right now? To be honest, I don't know. She's not like me, that's for sure. Thankfully. Why? At least it won't affect her professional life that much. I'm glad I'm a freelancer. It means I can just take a break from work without so many problems. I'm not a professional as her, you see. I think you're wrong. Really? If I were her, I would find it difficult to live life as usual. But I'd put on a lot of masks, just to hide the feelings I was going through. That sounds difficult and uncomfortable. It is. But a friend told me once, you gotta do what you gotta do. He must be a pretty cool guy. He is. It is kind of sweet, honestly. What's next for us, Baileys? I don't know, though. I met some new people this week, including that supermodel. You do? That girl in the corner told me. Yeah, including that supermodel. And how does that make you feel? Like a fool. What? He said a lot of things that I've been trying to avoid thinking about. A lot of truths. He's a bit like you know? Attitude-wise. You'd get along with him. Doubt it. Opposites attract, but similarity breeds contempt. Should I be discontent? Ever heard that before? A lot. From a certain hipster elf. And after listening to that guy, what's your stance on, us? I'm not sure, Baileys. What about you, yourself? Had any similar experiences this week? I have, in fact. You met a vampire, and I met a werewolf. What are the odds? What are the odds indeed? What did your werewolf say? Not much, to be honest. But he made a good point about the importance of family. Baileys. I know I've made apologies, wow. I know I've been stubborn about you wanting to make peace with my family. I know why that's very important for you. But Freya said something that kind of hit me hard. What was it? I was just using you as an excuse to escape my family, when I actually want to do that anyway. For myself. You know me, Baileys. I do. And you know how I feel comfortable with people leaving their families. Which makes me an asshole, I guess. I get why you think that way, though. Blood is thicker than water. What should we do? In a way. Yes, Baileys? Please, let me leave my family. I'll try to get your family to accept me. That sounds like an easier thing to do, after all. But you'll lose your immortality. You'll be an outcast among other elves. An outcast from a bunch of overly pretentious people? Sounds great. You will live a long time, but you won't have the perfect health and perfect life. That's the elven privilege. But it's not a perfect life without you. What if our relationship doesn't last? You'll have lost everything. You'll blame me. In a way, I will never blame you for anything. If we're talking about who I used to be, that guy would never have blamed himself. 100 reasons for why something failed, but never anything to do with him. But that won't happen with us. You know why? Because I've learned so many things by being with you for 10 years. It made me a better person. So, you don't need to worry about any of that. Because right now, you're the most important part of my life. I don't need an immortal life. Because without you, it won't be a life worth living. Baileys. I believe in you. Oh, that's so sweet. And that is the end of their character arc. In a way, Baileys. I feel like we're living in a soap opera. It seems so. So, what's our plan? Tomorrow's Saturday. Are we going on a date? I'm going to my parents' place. Oh. Owie. I should have done that. Owie. Sorry, I caught my nail on something. Oh god, that hurts now. Wow. I want you to come with me. What? That's so sudden. Did you already have plans for tomorrow? Well, no. It's just I'm not prepared to meet them. You'll be fine. You didn't want to tell them about me at this first? It'll be alright. Well, they never forbade you from dating other races? They're not big fans of elves, that much is true. But you can prove them wrong. Okay, this could be a good first step. It is. It's set then. I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but we can think about it. And anything else. Later. I'm with you on that. So, does that mean you don't mind me? I have my doubts, but now I'm sure. I can trust you. Either way, thank you. Are you still staying at Fallon's house? Yeah. You're staying with me tonight, huh? What about your roommate? She's away for the weekend. Taking a long weekend getaway until Sunday night. Fate is on our side, it seems. Hey, Lunar. Yes? We're leaving. Thank you so much for keeping up with us this past week. The pleasure was mine. We're off then. See you. Thank you for coming. That is the first character arc wrapped. Oh, she's set. She's back to normal, I guess. So, I suppose she's just not passed out. That was pretty intense. Oh, you're back in real world. I just pretend not to notice. They're like one of the main reasons why I'm writing this story. So I have to see their struggle through till the end. It's important for the writing, you know. That's cold. That's so cold it's almost impressive. What? It's not like that. It's just that... Yeah, that was cold. I'm sorry. You look better than before, though. For now. For now. I can't tell how I feel until it's done. And I don't... Oh, this is where it happens. Still got the smooth jazz going. I would call it smooth jazz, but it's definitely jazz. You can probably guess what we have to do here. If it wasn't obvious who this is, well. Whoa! Freya, get over it. This wolf, is that him? I think so. Welcome, sir. Are you crazy? You can't treat a werewolf in a fury like a normal customer. Trust me, he must have his reasons for coming here. You can relax, sir. Do you need anything? Someone to calm you down, maybe? I can just casually communicate with him. Fun part about this. If you didn't note down what you needed to make the gala hat, you can't actually open the phone to check what you needed. So it's tea milk ginger hour. So yeah, if you didn't make it over, you just have bad memory. You're SOL. Go ahead. Here's your. Just drinks it normally. That is pretty funny actually. Just leaves. Honestly, I didn't think that was gonna happen until day 12. So yeah, whatever. Okay. What the hell? Is that really him? After seeing the reaction to the drink, 100%. Well, whoever he is. It has to be fair, right? Being in her position, being a journalist, and you come across a spaceman and a werewolf in the space of a week. That's insane. No, like an actual werewolf, not just like a werewolf guy, whatever. This place survived. Thankfully, yes. But I think I need to close up shop early. Don't want to cause any more ruckus. Of course, you are ruckus. Now, I need to clean up some of the mess anyway. Good idea. Keep it, get back alright by yourself? Oh, Madge. Take care of your way back. You be careful too. See you tomorrow. See you. Yeah, I didn't think that happened until day 12, but no, guess I was wrong. We've only got 3 more days left. 2, technically. Well, 3 technically, rather. Saturday, October 3rd. Currently, it is... What time is it? It's 2:25, it's fine. Wait, I've been going that long? VODyssey company criticised for unfair depictions of werewolf from their latest box office hit. That's supposed to be like, that's supposed to be taken on Weinstein Company, isn't it? Yeah. Countdown 2020, do's and don'ts. Atlantic ambassador talks with fire regarding immigration. Welcome. Hey, Freya. Hey, Lunar. Good evening, Freya. You look very cheerful today. And it's all thanks to you. What did I do? I finally got a good night's sleep last night. Like, I slept like a log. A proper 12 hours of closing my eyes and not thinking about anything. Oh, if only, man. Good for you. You really needed that. Oh, like, there was one time, I remember, and this was back last year, I mean like, early 2022 by that, where I got full 8 hours of sleep, didn't wake up once. It was excellent, and I haven't been able to achieve it since. I know, but I had the deadline coming, and I've been pushing myself to finish this draft. A bit too much, I guess. So how's it going now? You won't believe this. I probably will. But when I woke up this morning, the woods just flowed through me like water. And I'm not force crap like I've been writing recently. That's why taking a break is important. Exactly, yeah. Often, even though I've said how I prefer to work on something in one go, like when I'm in a flow, it's hard for me to break it. It can always be good to like take a break, so just let your mind refocus itself, you know. And sometimes when I do that, I can find myself just thinking of new ideas, new additions I can make, new additions that I can add, you know. Or like, sometimes when I'm finished with a video and I don't like upload the sketch immediately, I'll sometimes have ideas where I can be like, oh, I can add that in, I can take that out, you know. And yeah, it's always good to take a break sometimes. Yeah. You don't need to start lecturing me now. So what's your plan then? Now, as in right at this moment, I'm planning to go to the bathroom and wash my face. And after that, I'll continue writing. Why your face? But shouldn't you do that at home? Sounds like a solid plan. You know where the restroom is. Why would you do that in public? Maybe it's not as weird as I'm making it out to be, but I feel like washing your face is something you do at home, you know? Washing your hands fine, but whatever. I'm off topic. I'm on topic, but I'm tangential quips. Okay, I need something to drink now. Freya, you're unemployed. Don't waste your money on coffee shop drinks. That is so weird. Coming from the coffee shop owner. I know. You've been a regular for years. If you only need the vibes of this place, just right here. No, I can't do that. You don't have any customers tonight. What would I do if this place went bankrupt? It won't happen. How can you be so sure? Just take this tap water and go do your work, okay? But tap water. How charitable, I guess. Can I just say, tap water is awful. I live in the I kind of live in a more rural area, so it wouldn't be that bad as opposed to like living in a city. But it's still pretty awful. That's why I only drink like filtered water. It's like, oh, look at you drinking filtered water. Look how fancy you are. Like shut up. See, there's a customer coming right now, so don't worry about me. Oh, sorry. Oh. Hi, Carla. What's wrong? I know you're a man of few words, but this is maybe pushing it a bit. Freya, Lunar, I'm truly very sorry for what happened yesterday. Carla, hey, it's alright. No one got hurt, right? And the coffee shop's fine. Don't think about it too much, Carla. Like Freya said, no casualties and no problems for the coffee shop. I still need to redeem myself for the mess I made and the scare I gave you. I'm sure there's something I can do. Why don't you buy something for the lady here? I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Hey, what do you mean? Do you want anything to drink, Freya? No! It's alright, Garner. I insist. You don't have to. Please accept it. At least it will help me stop feeling so guilty. At least, a little. Alright. Guilt tripping someone with your own guilt. That's amazing. What about coffee? Not an espresso, mind you. Something with a little less of a kick. You know how to make sugar and spice? The one with cinnamon? Yes. A cup of sugar and spice, please. I don't remember how to make that. You know, I mentioned in part 2 how I had actually considered becoming a barista, but now that I'm actually thinking about it, I feel like it wouldn't be the right job for me because my memory's utter garbo. It's like garbage doo-doo butter. But I suppose, like, over time you would just, like, you know, memorize it. Being exposed to it enough is how you become accustomed. So that is coffee, honey, cinnamon. I think cinnamon is another one of those things I've never actually tried myself. Actually, every time I think of cinnamon, I think of that one cinnamon challenge years back that I'm pretty sure was like the catalyst for stupid trends going forward that ended people up in a lot more trouble. Sugar and spices for the lady with the vices. Sugar and spices for the lady with what? Hey! Oh well, I won't complain. Lady with devices. I don't know what that means. Thank you, Garner. Don't mention it. Lunar, are you sure there's nothing I can do for you? You don't have to do anything, Garner. It's fine. But to be honest, I'm curious. What happened yesterday? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you usually stay indoors during full moon, don't you? I usually do. But there was an emergency at the hospital yesterday. What kind of an emergency? The hospital was really packed yesterday. After that announcement. Announcement? The one saying that replacement government-issued Fury sedative will be available soon. Releasing that news on a day of the full moon was just stupid. Yeah, it's a bit suspicious, honestly. So many restless werewolves came asking about the sedative, which isn't ready yet. But the announcement said it wasn't ready. Just said it was coming soon. You think people read the whole article? They didn't see the headline or glance at the news in the store. And you know what? I think most news media takes advantage of that. That's why you see outrageous headlines half the time. Unless you actually read into the article itself, it's you know. Then they went straight to the hospital. I don't blame them though. Finding out that the only publicly available sedative is dangerous. It's difficult for some people. I ended up having to explain it to dozens of werewolves. I even had to put some rogue werewolves in the isolation rooms. It was that bad, huh? Yeah, to the point that we ran out of rooms to put them in. That's why at the end of my shift, I left immediately. Normally, I'd have asked friends to lock me in one of the isolation rooms, of course. But I couldn't, so I rushed back to my apartment. But it was too late. Thankfully, I was in this area, and I managed to force myself to come to your place. Carla, excuse me for asking this. Yes? But you didn't hurt anyone on the way here, right? As far as I remember, no. I didn't see any blood on my clothes. That's good to hear. That might sound overly confident, considering what happened yesterday. But I have enough control to make sure I don't hurt anyone. As long as I have someone to direct my fury towards. Usually, I end up destroying stuff around me. Or worst case, hurting myself. Well, that's your explanation for the numerous bandages. Despite all of that, I'm still glad that no one got hurt. Always looking for the positive side, aren't you? Just doing my job. Thanks, both of you. I really mean it. But please, if there's anything I can do if there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to ask me right away. Will do. In the meantime, can I order a drink? Sure, what are you having? The same as yesterday, which is the gala had. The coffee, no, it's the tea milk ginger. Oh, well, that's the first one. Here's your special brew. Thank you. The drink that saved me. Once again, Thank you. Help me find this drink. By the way, Garner, now that you can be 100% sure that the drink is your natural sedative, why don't you put some in a bottle and carry it with you everywhere? That's the plan. It has to be warm though. I can use a vacuum for that, I suppose. I'll give it a try next full moon. Don't worry, Freya. I'm going to stay at my place for the next full moon. I'm not taking any risks. Before I can make sure how effective that remedy is. Phew! Phew! Don't slam my door, you... What the... Raquel? What's going on? Huh. What else? Your father? Of course. What the hell was he thinking? Coming backstage at Coachella. Just to get into an argument with my manager. Huh? Before we continue, Lunar, a cafe latte please. That is coffee milk one. You really don't need to worry about the latte arts after the first instance of it where Bailey specifically asks you for it. You really don't need to worry about it afterwards. It just becomes optional from now on out. I mean, it's fun, sure, but like, I don't want to like waste my art skills on this. Or lack thereof, rather. How did he manage to get backstage? He told security he's my father, and he messaged me about coming beforehand. Said he was just going to wish me luck. I don't think that's enough to actually get you backstage. So I told him to let him in, of course. He's still my father. Oh, there's the answer, I suppose. Things were nice at first. Then my manager came, and I don't know why he hates him so much. It's showbiz. I'm mature enough to know what's good or bad for me. What happened after that? Mr. Lester told the security guards to kick him out. He's still allowed in the festival area. I saw him in the crowds. Did the concert go well at least? Oh yeah. Other than the arguments backstage, everything was great. I was the first one to play on the main stage. Usually, no one pays much attention to whoever's on first. But there were thousands of people in the audience during my session. Nice. What do you mean no one pays attention to whoever's on first? Sure, that's when people got the most energy. So you don't need to be at the event anymore after this? Not really. I did my stage time. And then there was this press conference after my show. After show press conference? Yeah, the pre-show was done yesterday. Today was a small one. There were almost a dozen journalists who wanted to interview me, so we decided to just do a mini conference. Good for you. Put you back in the game, huh? I guess I am. Thanks to Mr. Lester. I would say it's because of you. But your manager's probably worked some of his influence too. So why are you here? Because of Dad, of course. I told him to come here this evening. We really need to set things straight. He should stop messing with my manager so much. And because this evening is the only time we can meet, I can't go to the party Mr. Lester is hosting. What party? He's hosting a party for the VIPs and artists he manages. At a club in Belltown. Is it okay for you to go to the party without a guardian? I'm 18, remember. I'm an adult. Yeah, but you can only enter some clubs if you're 21. Not this time. Because Mr. Lester's my manager and it's his party. Is that how that works? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. It's true. No, I know you can do that just by using his name, but I don't think you should do that with you. Why? I'm gonna No, you're not, Raquel. Have you ever been to one of Lester's parties? Well, no. You have? Not personally. I've heard stories. What stories? He knows how to party. That's good then. That's not necessarily a good thing. Knowing how to party might mean something else entirely. I don't know what you're talking about. You'll find out. Especially if you keep Lester on as your manager. Personally, I don't mind wild parties, but inviting an underage person to his party? That might be a bit too far. Huh? Oh. Well, okay, I'm not doing that. What the hell? Oh no! Dad! What? Raquel, is that Mr. Hendricks? Yes. Dad, what happened? Lunar, can you get a cup of milk for him, please? Just milk? Just milk. Yeah, just milk, no milk. there. That's a cute animation. Thank you. Dad, please hold on. Can somebody help me call an ambulance, please? They're on the way. I've contacted the hospital. Thank you. I was contacted on our necromemia expert person. She's off shift right now, but she's also on the way. Thank you so much. I don't know what might have happened without your help. Don't mention it. Here they come. I'll go with you. Okay. That was over quickly. Oh boy. That was really something, huh? Yeah. 2 days in a row. An emergency at your place? Well, at least some people think of your place as their go-tos when they need help. You're right. It's not every day you look at things from the bright side. Ha! Well, I'm one of your coffee shop's disciples, right? Disciples? So I can't understand them. I hope Henry's alright. Me too. At least he's in good hands now. What's your plan for the rest of the night? Well, that was all pretty hectic, but I need to continue writing. Take your time and place them. Will do. And now we're on to the actual final day. Which... no, it's day 14 official. Sunday, October 4th, 2020. Fight broke out during Coachella. Culprits in police custody. Despite the arrest, Coachella will go on. Police raid on private Coachella's after parties. It's biggest drug and sex raid bust of the year. Bloody hell. Welcome. Hey, Bob. Good evening, everyone. Everyone safe and sound tonight? So far, so good, officer. If the coffee's supposed to be watching this area hanging out in the coffee shop, I'm not so sure about that. Hey, I don't know, I'm working right now. I just love multitasking, you know? That requires skill. True. Taking a break and working at the same time, you mean? You know it. That's the oxymoron. That's why I said it requires skill. Anyway, Lunar, I really need an espresso to keep me awake tonight. I believe that is just the basic espresso. We're approaching the 3-hour mark, slowly but surely. Yeah, it's coffee. An energetic espresso to keep an officer upright on patrol. Heh, you and your sense of humour. Your espressos are always out of this world. Definitely better than mine or my wife's. It's not a competition, officer. Heh, it is for her. She thought she should make it. Okay, but never mind. I'd start coming to this place so often. That's not happening anytime soon. Oof. That's a rip to her, I suppose. Is there anything special today? Surprisingly, no. Gotta make sure this place is safe though. What are you grinning about? I mean it. You were here the last 2 days, right? Yes, I was. Some crazy things happened here. And 2 days in a row. As if the gods were trying to give you first-hand experience. Tease of my story. Still fretting over your story, eh? Well, the deadline for my draft is getting nearer. Oh, yeah. How's it going? Quantity-wise, it's shaping up pretty well. Quality-wise, honestly, I'm pretty confident. Best of luck then. Do you have any updates about the last 2 days of chaos? For the werewolf base, I spoke to Gala about it. What? Are you going to arrest it? Some officers at the precinct were talking about it, but in the end, we agreed not to do it, because he really helped a lot that night. We asked the folks in the hospital, and some other people in the area. Without him, we'd have a lot more problems. He helped a lot to get most of the werewolves safe in the hospital. Too bad he couldn't lock himself up in time. Thankfully, he didn't hurt anyone. So those who'd robbed him and detain him can't do anything anyway. Phew. It'd be pretty mad. I'd be pretty mad if they did arrest him. Hey, being mad at me wouldn't solve anything. I know. What about Raquel's dad? Any idea what happened? I'm not too sure myself. Most of it didn't happen around here. What? Yeah, it seems like it happened out near Coachella. That's a long way away. I mean, it's not actually that far. But he wouldn't be able to walk it, not in that state. So far, that's all I know. Raquel! Raquel, it's Mr. Andrew, right? Before that, can I have a cup of hot chocolate, Dark? Cup of hot chocolate, Dark? I think that's just chocolate. Two very simple orders for the final day. I might be wrong on that. Yep. God, I want a hot chocolate now. Damn it! I think I do have some. I mean, I hope I do. I don't think I do actually. Damn. I should have brought some. Anyway, sorry. Your hot chocolate's ready. Thank you. Dad's going to be fine. He woke up this afternoon, thanks to Mr. Garland. He got help fast enough to stop things getting worse. He's doing okay then. It'll take a few days before he fully recovers, but no permanent injuries we need to worry about. That's good to hear. I know. But still, it's all because of me. Because I didn't listen to him. Well, all he wanted to do was protect me. Raquel, don't blame yourself for this. Please don't take offense. But is it okay for you to leave your father alone in the hospital? His friends are there with him. Now, Calpet's been stuck in a room with a bunch of people I don't even know right now. Besides, I really need to get away for a bit. So I told Dad I'm going to visit Coffee Talk to get some fresh air. Oh, the thing's actually called Coffee Talk. Actually, I think that was mentioned, like, maybe one of the very early days. He's okay with that? He understands. He always does, I guess. Miss Raquel, what really happened that night? Dad got into a fight with some thugs. He heard them talking about me. It's a very suggestive, perverted ways. Oh. He didn't like that, of course. What self-respecting father would? So he morphed into his cat form and started a fight with thugs. Why did he morph? So people would see what his human form looked like, and link him directly to me. Some cops went to the crime scene. They found some eyewitnesses to testify. They managed to find the thugs. Are they fans of yours? No. It's even worse. They work for Mr. Lester. What? Oh boy. The reason why it didn't take long for the cops to find them was because they were already under arrest. Because the party went too far last night. Whoa. How did it all connect up? They're Mr. Lester's bodyguards. They were chilling after the show, having a pre-party before the big one. And you know about guys in locker room talk, right? Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing. And that was the topic of discussion. Sheesh. Ugh. So, there's that. I'm sorry to hear that. And you were right about his party. I'm glad I wasn't there. Once again, I owe Dad for. Hey, it's okay. The most important thing right now is that you're safe. And your dad made it through. I should have listened to him. He might be out of touch, but he's still way more experienced than me. And he's my father. I wish Mum was here. She'd know what to do. She'd know what to say to Dad when he's recovered. You know what? I'm sure you'll know what to do. You're an adult, remember? But I don't know. All I know is I have to be there for him when... That's it. That's all you have to do. It might be weird to hear it about something coming from Freya, but she is right. Be there when he needs you, Raquel. And whenever you need a breath of fresh air, you can come here and relax for a while. Guys, thank you. I've had enough fresh air for one day. I'll go back to hospital now. Thank you for your update, Miss Raquel. I wish your father a speedy recovery. Thank you, Lunar. And that completes her story arc. Well, Raquel and Henry's. Man, what a weekend. Pretty crazy, I know. Anyway, I've got to continue my patrol. It's been a pretty weird weekend. But overall, things are still safe and sound around here. But even with that, never let your guard down, okay? No problem, officer. Thank you for checking up on us, Officer Yuri. Okay then, see you. Maybe it is actually jewelry. Are you going to leave us as well, Freya? I don't think so. I've had enough rest. And I have stories to write. You're not tired? Definitely not. In fact, I think I can get it done today. Alright. I won't bother you then. No, you're never a bother. Besides, this whole book project would never have existed without this place. And you. So, thank you. The pleasure was mine. That does feel like a sort of direct at the player, you know? Now, I'm sure you shouldn't spend any more time on chit chat. You've got a bit to finish. No problem, boss. Le Menthol, sour and cool with a hint of home. And that brings us to day 14. I know I said day 13 was the final day, but like, yeah, it is actually the final day. This is more of a, day 14 is more of a, you'll see. It's more of a bonus day, if you will. More women have spoken out and claimed most less alive. Initial reports indicate possible herpes outbreak at Coachella. Coachella Festival proves to be a major boost for sensitive tourism. Sensitive Seattle tourism, my god. Hello! You're finally here. Heyo. Hi Freya. Yo. Hey. Huh, someone's feeling happy today. Of course. Did they... They approved it. We're so happy for you. Congrats. Oh my. Do you know how happy I am? Judging from your expression, I'd say somewhere between ecstatically and rapturously. You're goddamn right. Oh my god. Oh my god. How did they react? Oh wait, that's me. How did they react to the draft? Surprisingly, they liked it. That's amazing. I know, right? I couldn't believe it either. They told me if the book sells well, they'll definitely send me a second book. I'm so happy for you. Anyway, whatever happens with the book now, I can take things a little slower. Because they gave me a year to finish it, with a feedback session every month. Sounds professional enough. Of course. They are the biggest publisher around. Enough about me. How's the coffee shop been doing? It's been great. We've had a lot of new customers lately. And some old timers, of course. I heard Hyde's back from his trip to Korea. Yeah, he brought us some gifts back. He didn't get any for me? I'm not sure. But he did say he always gives gifts directly. Gift giving the old-fashioned way, huh? How about you? Things are great. Last time I saw you was before your mini break. Yes, we decided to go to Coachella. Wow, that event was a mess. Yeah, 3 hours at the festival was enough for us. So where'd you go after that? We ended up in Port Townsend. How was it? I enjoyed it. Never knew a historical trip could be fun. Oh yeah, I saw your new profile picture, Aqua. You both look so cute. Oh man. If I pull it up right now, I haven't done this throughout the game so far, but I thought we could do this for this little special occasion here. This little Tomodachi thing updates as you progress with each person. So you can see here that little thing going on here. It's really cute. Kind of a contrasted art style, wouldn't you say? But it's alright. Yeah, that's a cute little thing you can keep up to date with. Oh man. Thanks. Was that taken during your vacation? No. It was at Max. They had a Japanese style photo booth there, so I forced her to take a picture together. You were at Max too, Gretel? Yeah. I helped her out a bit with the booth. Thank you. You don't have to keep thanking me. By the way, have any of you heard from Neil? No, not me. I did send 2 postcards to the coffee shop. Really? Yeah, one from Coachella. That's not even that far away. Why send a postcard? Hard to tell with them. Actually, I'll bring up Neil's here as well. Just a moment. Just a cute little thing there. For the postcards, I think you actually have to go into the extras section, which we will temporarily look at. Hard to tell with them. What about the second one? It's from New York. What? What are you doing in New York? Beats me. Work on their mission, maybe. Ha, yeah, probably. Let's have more of a chance there. Anyway, guys, we're leaving for the night. Oh, come on. So soon? We were here for hours before you arrived, and we need to work tomorrow. Fair enough. Take care on your way then. Good luck with the level. Thanks. See you, Lunar. See you around. I'm pretty sure both Myrtle and Aqua are returning in episode 2. Ladies are still over there, by the way. They look happier than when I first met them. They do. It's not easy to find someone you can be comfortable with in such a short amount of time. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, finally. So it seems like I'm ignoring you, Baileys. No worries. I don't feel ignored at all. Are you by yourself tonight? No, I'm waiting for the way. She has some work to do. This late at night? Yeah. She's been doing overtime for the past few days. How are you doing? Things have been great. In fact, after 10 years together, we're finally moving in together next month. Wow, congrats. But I thought the way lived with her flamemate? Flatmate. I can go without messing one sentence up, can I? We're moving to a new place. She got promoted recently, I explained the overtime. And her company's providing her with an apartment. Wow, she must really be a big deal in her office. Well, she definitely is. Yes. Well, she definitely earns more than me. That's not saying much, Baileys. You shouldn't say that to a fellow freelancer. Oh, here she comes. I've always thought, maybe the entrance to the coffee shop is on the left and the exit's on the right. Yeah, that makes sense. But for the longest time, I always thought the entrance, like the door to get in and out was on the right, but I guess not. Baileys, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect it to take so long. I thought it would be done by... Honey, it's alright. Freya and Luna have been keeping me company anyway. Oh, hey Freya. And Luna. Sorry for... Ow, I feel like I got the cold shoulder on that one. Sorry for barging in without saying hi. How's it going? I would say things are great. But not as great as you two lovebirds. You told her already? Only about the moving in part. As you've heard, we're going to move in together next month. Where is it? Not far. I mean, the company's provided the place, so they want to cut my commuting costs as much as possible. That's thoughtful of them. It means they don't need to reimburse my taxi fees when I'm working overtime. Oh, yeah, that too. Well, yeah. It also means we get to visit this place more often. That's a good point. We owe this coffee shop a lot anyway. Don't mention it. I have a question for both of you. Go on. The last time we met, I believe you were going to introduce Baileys to your parents. How did it go? Man, her father didn't kill me at least. Well, at least Papa let you eat lunch with us. That's rare, you know? I know. And at least they didn't say no. Which means a lot, I guess. It was a good start. Progress is progress, no matter how small. It was definitely a good start. Oh, I already read that. My apologies. Anyway, Baileys, we need to go now. Oh, we'll miss the intro again. You folks going somewhere? Yeah, we're going to watch the midnight screening of a Full Metal Conflict. I didn't take you for someone who likes FMC either, eh? I don't, but this guy loves it. Hey, you always enjoyed watching me play the game. I enjoyed watching you, not the game. Too bad I didn't introduce you to Myrtle just now, Baileys. She worked on the game. Really? Oh, well, I'll be visiting this place more often. I'll probably meet her again one of these days. You probably will. Now, go, you lovebirds. You don't want to miss the movie. Alright, catch up with you later, Brad. Bye, Luna. Enjoy the movie. Yeah, as you can see, it's more of a catch-up kind of day. Just to see what everyone's doing. There they go. I'm so happy for them. They've still got a long way to go, and probably a lot of obstacles in their path. But they're moving forward. Yes. How will you write the story? As it is. It's beautiful enough. And it has enough drama. Ha! That's one way to put it. Anyway. What's that look for? You haven't told me about any of our other friends here. How are they doing? You only skipped home for 10 days. What do you expect? Come on, they played an important part of my writing process, remember? Well, there are some updates about the regulars. Tell me. Where should we start? The way visits this place more often now than they live by. The last time they came, they were talking about gaming venues. Hyde returns from his trip to Korea brought gifts, some more special than others. He said he's considering moving back to Seattle if his agency allows it. Echo continues her work with the university. She still works on small indie games. The difference is she's not alone now. Neil? The only news about their superhero breeding mission are the 2 postcards they sent me. Raquel's back at the recording studio, preparing for her first solo album. She found a new manager, someone who made the news as a legend coming back to the industry. And finally, Freya, she finished her book, get published, and have some signing sessions. What? Oh, that's a typo. It was a massive success, so not even after the 4th. I missed that, I'm so sorry. And that's that. I'm pretty sure that is the full game complete. Well, at least the story part, anyway. Yeah. That. I really love this game a lot. Like, I've told the story already, but late last year around October, I just decided to pick up this game randomly from Game Pass and decided to give it a shot. And even though I didn't like a click with it immediately, I decided to keep playing, and I fell in love with it. Mostly thanks to its cozy vibes, its storytelling, its characters, it's running as well, and just everything really really clicks with me. I love it a lot. Sometimes not everything needs to be the most complicated thing. Sometimes not everything needs to be the most deep thing out there. You don't need development babies, development cats. Oh, Bailey's in the way with actual cats. I love that. Anyway, as I was saying, you don't need the most deep game system ever to get enjoyment out of it. Sometimes it can just be something really simple, like a visual novel. And yeah, I have a bit of history with visual novels, specifically DTLC, Doki Doki Literature Club, and its kind of sequel plus. But typically speaking, the visual novel genre is not one I tend to dive into too often. But I'm still glad to say that I did give Coffee Talk the chance it really deserved, I feel. And because of it, I've had something to look forward to. And that's been episode 2, which at the time of streaming here comes out in a couple of days. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming it right away. I would probably just play through it for myself for the first time, but welcome. Hello, Lunar. Good evening, sir. Have we met before? I'm sure this is your first time here. Of course I've been here. In fact, I've worked here before. What? Wait. No way. Is that really you? It's been a while. You've changed a bit too much. I've learned a lot about how to live with your people since then. I assume it was a success then. Multiple successes. What's such a new look then? Just trying to blend in. It seems like an earthling immigration agency is after me. Now that you mention it, somebody did visit this place looking for you. When was it? Not so long after your second visit here. Was he a bald guy in a suit? Yes. That fire agent. You've seen him? Yes. Thankfully, I've changed my opinion since then. By the way, you can drop the act in front of me. So, you finally noticed. To think that such power could be born from your kind. You're good with your act, though. It took a few tries, but there are some timelines where I forget to pretend I don't have some knowledge of certain stuff. Interesting. Now I'm curious to know about those mistakes. Well, it happened a few times. First when Freya told me about a meeting in the elevator. Then it was the first time Raquel visited this place. And the last time, one involved you on your second visit. Huh? Oh, and there was another one right after Freya got her draft approved. Can you show it to me? I assume you know how to communicate with my kind. Never tried it, but let's see. You beat the main story of the game, but you haven't seen everything yet. We kind of have, though. And yeah, that's that. So it's been fun. It's been really fun. That's mostly what I have to say about most things I finished working on nowadays. Where it's just been fun. You know, that's what matters most to me. If I think it's fun to work on, then that is it's generally just what matters most. I'm not in it for the views. I'm not in it for like. I'm just here to have fun. So yeah. So that's that. I thank you for joining me on this journey. If you have actually been watching it all, if anyone's been watching it all, I do appreciate it. It means a lot. And I hope the cozy vibes of coffee talk have really helped you relax a little. Because there's nothing wrong with a bit of relaxation nowadays.